Have you ever considered when your fundamental constitutional rights, such as freedom of speech or due process, truly come into play? The legal implications of state action are profoundly significant because this doctrine determines whether an individual can successfully claim that their constitutional rights have been violated. Without state action, most constitutional protections simply do not apply, meaning you cannot pursue a constitutional claim against a private entity or individual. This crucial principle stems from the very nature and design of the United States Constitution. The Constitution and its amendments, particularly the Bill of Rights, were primarily drafted to limit the power of government, not the actions of private citizens or organizations. For instance, the First Amendment states that Congress shall make no law abridging freedom of speech, directly addressing governmental conduct. Similarly, the 14th Amendment, with its due process and equal protection clauses, explicitly targets actions by the states. Therefore, a constitutional violation generally requires an actor who is either the government itself or someone acting with governmental authority. To practically apply this, courts have developed methods to determine if state action is present. This is not always straightforward, as sometimes a private entity's actions can be so intertwined with the government that they are considered state actors. For example, if a private security guard is deputized by the police or performs duties traditionally and exclusively reserved for the government, their actions might be deemed state action. This evaluation often depends on the specific facts and the degree of governmental involvement or delegation. Two key judicial analyses used to identify state action are the public function test and the entanglement test. The public function test asks whether a private entity is performing a function that is traditionally and exclusively sovereign, such as operating a town. The entanglement test examines whether the government has authorized, encouraged, or facilitated private conduct to such an extent that it effectively becomes state action, like a court enforcing a racially restrictive covenant. Understanding the state action doctrine is essential for grasping the boundaries of constitutional law. It helps clarify precisely when an individual can invoke their deeply cherished constitutional protections against infringement, ensuring that the remedies provided by the Constitution are applied appropriately to governmental overreach, rather than to purely private disputes.